The October 25 episode of SmackDown was noteworthy for several reasons, but nothing was bigger than Roman Reigns staring from the entrance ramp as the Usos reunited in the middle of the ring. Was it remorse on the face of Reigns? Former WWE analyst Matt Camp says Roman Reigns needs to acknowledge Jey Uso. Camp believes the former Intercontinental Champion has grown in the past year and has no business playing second fiddle to the OTC. Discussing the turn of events on SmackDown with WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry on the Busted Open podcast, Camp noted that this is the only way main event Jey can truly join forces with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso to take on Solo Sikoa's bloodline. Since moving on from the bloodline last year, Jey Uso held the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship with Cody Rhodes and won his first singles title recently, the Intercontinental Championship. More importantly, he is incredibly over among fans at this moment. Things are heating up as Crown Jewel emanates from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in a week's time. Meanwhile, the addition of Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes to the OTC's team has been reported. According to Sportskeeda Wrestling's Dr. Chris Featherstone, both stars will join Roman Reigns at Survivor Series to take on Solo Sikoa's bloodline. Zayn is expected to be on Raw this week to begin the build-up for the Thanksgiving event. But that is not all. WWE is booking the OG Bloodline against the new Bloodline at Crown Jewel in a tag team contest. This unexpected move was officially announced on the go-home edition of SmackDown before Crown Jewel. The episode will be telecast next Friday, as the company pre-taped the show after this week's edition of the Blue Brand. The details of the bout are not clear at present, as Sikoa's team consists of 4 members including himself, while Jey Uso is seemingly finally on the same page as the OTC and Big Jim, making it 3 people. Meanwhile, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry noted on the same podcast that upon The Rock's return, it is possible that the final boss eliminates Solo Sikoa from the bloodline. For over 3 years, Roman Reigns has reigned supreme as WWE's tribal chief. From conquering challenges in main events to holding the WWE Universal Championship in an unprecedented title run, Reigns has become synonymous with dominance. But recently, discussions among WWE analysts, former wrestlers, and fans alike have centered around whether it's time for Reigns to acknowledge a rising WWE star, an unexpected narrative shift that would send shockwaves through the WWE universe. This proposed storyline finds Roman at a crossroads where, despite his continued success, the whispers of this other superstar's potential threaten to overshadow his own. It's a rare scenario for Reigns, and according to WWE Hall of Famer and former analyst Booker T, it's one that could ultimately add another thrilling layer to Roman's legacy. Since his heel turn and return in 2020, Roman Reigns has positioned himself as WWE's tribal chief, the head of the table. With Paul Heyman by his side and the Bloodline faction as his enforcers, Reigns has managed to stay virtually untouchable. His calculated ruthlessness and intense physicality, paired with his undeniable charisma, have made him WWE's most feared and respected figure. Through high-profile feuds with the likes of John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and Cody Rhodes, he's built a legacy that feels untouchable. But Booker T's analysis poses a unique question: is Roman still the undisputed leader of the WWE, or has he become complacent, ripe for someone else to claim the spotlight? According to the Hall of Famer, there's one man who has the momentum and the skill to force Reigns into acknowledging him: Seth Rollins. Since Roman and Seth's days as members of The Shield, Rollins has been a top star in his own right, consistently reinventing himself and captivating audiences. His recent run as WWE World Heavyweight Champion has shown his versatility and mastery in the ring, with the Visionary evolving to become a magnetic, charismatic force. Rollins' unpredictable, flamboyant style has earned him the WWE Universe's favor, and his resilience and desire to push boundaries place him squarely at the center of this conversation. For the WWE Universe, Rollins' dedication and loyalty to the company are on full display each week, and he's garnered the respect of fans and wrestlers alike. For years, he's worked alongside and in opposition to Reigns, and his experience and insight into Roman's character give him a unique edge. Booker T argues that Rollins, rather than any other rising star or veteran, has what it takes to dethrone Roman, not only in the ring but in the court of public opinion. Booker T's perspective on WWE storylines carries significant weight, especially given his tenure as an in-ring competitor and analyst. In his view, for Roman Reigns to maintain his dominance without becoming stale, he needs to face an equal, someone who challenges his position as tribal chief in a meaningful way. According to Booker T, that someone is Seth Rollins. There comes a point when even the biggest dogs in the yard have to acknowledge someone else, Booker T stated in a recent interview. It's time for Roman to look at Rollins and realize he's standing toe-to-toe with the best. That acknowledgement would not only bring out the best in Roman, but would also create a storyline with real tension and drama. The two have had legendary battles in the past, but an official acknowledgement of Rollins' worth from Reigns would add an extra layer of respect and intensity to their rivalry. Rollins has earned accolades and titles, but an acknowledgement from the tribal chief himself would cement his status at the very top. The storyline implications of such a move are massive. An acknowledgement doesn't necessarily mean Reigns would be surrendering his title or position, but it would show a level of humility that is rarely seen from the tribal chief. It could open doors for Reigns to explore a more complex character dynamic, potentially adding vulnerability to his otherwise unbreakable persona. For Rollins, the acknowledgement would represent validation on a monumental scale. He's held titles, reinvented his character countless times, and proven himself as a top-tier wrestler. But a nod of respect from Reigns would mark a pinnacle moment in his career, solidifying his journey to greatness in a way few moments could. The WWE Universe loves to witness storylines that blend respect and rivalry. A feud where Roman and Seth acknowledge each other's talents could lead to matches with high emotional stakes, drawing in fans who crave the kind of storytelling that only WWE can deliver. The timing of Booker T's comments has fueled speculation about the upcoming WrestleMania. For Reigns, a storyline built on acknowledgement and rivalry could be the perfect setup for an epic WrestleMania clash with Rollins. The event is often a place for iconic moments and career-defining matches, and the stakes could not be higher for either man. Booker T emphasized that a match at WrestleMania between the two could become legendary, as both Reigns and Rollins are performers known for delivering show-stealing matches on the biggest stage. With their unique history as former Shield members and their ongoing competition, the build-up would practically write itself. The WWE Universe has already begun buzzing with ideas, picturing a main event where Rollins and Reigns face off in a winner-takes-all situation, whether it be for a title, acknowledgement, or supremacy as the ultimate WWE superstar. If Roman does ultimately acknowledge Seth, it could lead to a storyline in which Reigns' character evolves. Perhaps he accepts that, while he is the tribal chief, others are worthy of respect. This could signal a change for the bloodline too, as they could explore different directions with fresh faces challenging for the top spots. On the other hand, if Reigns refuses to acknowledge Rollins, it could drive Rollins to new levels of intensity, potentially resulting in Rollins using any means necessary to earn that acknowledgement. In this scenario, Rollins could adopt a more cutthroat approach, revealing new facets of his character and allowing him to go head-to-head with Reigns as a formidable adversary. Either way, Booker T's insights paint a picture of a WWE where Roman Reigns' story isn't complete until he recognizes the greatness around him, and by acknowledging Seth Rollins, he not only cements his own legacy, but also contributes to the rise of the next generation. While only time will tell if WWE chooses to move in this direction, the idea of Roman Reigns acknowledging Seth Rollins as an equal has the potential to become one of the most compelling storylines in WWE history. Booker T's comments have sparked a discussion that taps into the very heart of what makes WWE so engaging, the blend of rivalry and respect, of dominance and humility. If Roman does ultimately give Seth that acknowledgement, it won't just be a storyline shift, it'll be a moment that resonates with fans for years to come, marking a new chapter for both superstars and adding another layer to the enduring legacy of the WWE.